There's something deeply human about desire, isn't there? That need for intimacy, connection, warmth. But sometimes that desire can seem too intense, almost overwhelming. So I ask myself, is it normal to want sex all the time? Am I alone in this? Maybe you've already asked yourself this question while looking in the mirror or snuggling under the covers, wondering if what you're feeling is just a part of you or something more. First of all, you need to know that sexual desire varies enormously from one person to another. Some people experience it as a gentle melody in the background, while for others it's a symphony building to a crescendo. And that's normal. Libido, that word full of meaning, is influenced by so many factors: age, hormones, emotional state, even stress levels. If you're in a period where you feel good about yourself, where you're having healthy relationships, it's quite possible that your desire is at its peak. But what happens when that desire becomes overwhelming? Maybe you find yourself thinking about it at inappropriate times, like during a meeting at work or while waiting for the bus. That's when it can get a bit confusing. You wonder if it's a problem, if you should talk to someone about it. Society often tends to stigmatize sexual desire, especially when it's deemed excessive. You may hear comments like, "You should control yourself," or "It's not normal to think about it all the time." But who decides what's normal and what's not? It's important to remember that sexual desire is an integral part of our humanity. There is no universal normal. Every body, every mind, every heart has its own way of experiencing it. That said, if you feel that your desire is interfering with your daily life, your relationships, or your mental well-being, it may be worth exploring this issue a little further. So what should you do if your desire becomes too strong? The first step is often to take a moment to think about what might be causing it. Are you going through a period of stress or anxiety? Sometimes desire can be a way of compensating for an emotional void. Other times, it may be linked to hormonal changes. For example, if you're going through a phase where you feel a surge of hormones, whether due to puberty, a menstrual cycle, or even the effects of medical treatment, this can influence your libido. Another thing to consider is your environment. Are you in a fulfilling relationship? Do you feel connected to your partner? Sometimes desire can be exacerbated by a lack of emotional intimacy. If you feel disconnected from your partner, your mind may seek to fill the void with an increased desire for sex. Conversely, if you're in a relationship where intimacy is present, this desire can be a beautiful manifestation of that connection. It's also important to remember that communication is key. If you're in a relationship, talking openly about your wants, needs, and expectations can help create an atmosphere of understanding and support. It can also allow you to explore together what you love, what excites you, and how you can nurture that passion in a healthy and constructive way. But if you're single, that doesn't mean you have to feel uncomfortable with your desire. Sexuality is a natural part of life, and there are many ways to explore it, whether it's through masturbation, discovering your own body, or even reading erotic literature. There are a multitude of ways to channel this energy. Of course, it's also important to take care of your mental and physical health. Sometimes increased desire can be a sign that you need to focus on yourself. Activities such as yoga, meditation, or even simple walks can help you refocus your energy and better understand your desires. Taking care of yourself also means learning to listen to your body and your emotions, to recognize what's good for you and what can be harmful. If, after all this, you still feel that your desire is too intense or is causing you stress, it may be a good idea to consult a professional. Talking to a therapist or counselor can provide a safe space to explore these feelings without judgment. They can help you understand the roots of your desire and give you tools to manage it in a healthy way. Ultimately, there's no simple answer to the question of whether it's normal to crave sex all the time. It depends on you, your body, your mind, and your context. What's essential is to learn to accept your desire, understand it, and manage it in a way that feels right to you. Whether you're in a relationship or single, the most important thing is to find a balance that allows you to feel good about yourself, in harmony with your desires and needs. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by that urge, remember that you're not alone. It's part of the human experience, and there's no shame in feeling that way. Take the time to explore, understand, and appreciate your body and your desires. After all, sex is an adventure, and every adventure deserves to be experienced fully and without judgment.